Uh, Good evening, everyone. This open meeting of the Town of Auburn Conservation Commission is being operated as a hybrid format under Chapter 22 of the Acts of 2022. The public can join the meeting remotely by telephone dialing 1-408-650-3123 and then using access code 942-845-549. Or the public can join via computer at global.gotomeeting.com/join/942-845-549. All supporting materials for tonight's meeting have been provided to the commissioners, and the public is encouraged to follow along using the posted agenda. My name is Michael Garland. I'm chairman of the Conservation Commission, and permit me to confirm that all members and persons anticipated on the agenda participating remotely are present and can hear me. So when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Tom Fallon.
Here.
Michelle Koros.
Here.
Patrick Cunningham.
Here.
Megan Langley.
Here.
Catherine Nordberg.
Here.
And Chris Carey.
Here.
And town officials participating, please respond in the affirmative. Jesse Averka.
Here.
All right. So, folks, this is the May 24, 2023 meeting of the Auburn Conservation Commission. We do not have any public hearings this evening. We do have some minutes to review, which is scintillating activity, but it's something that needs to be done. So I would say let's get to it. Let me also note that this meeting is being recorded by Auburn Cable Television in case anyone wants to look at this later. So let's begin. For the meeting minutes of July 13 of 2022, I reviewed them. I had no corrections.
Through the chair, I concur. I read them, no corrections.
Okay. Any comments? There being none, is there a motion?
Make a motion, we accept the meeting minutes of Wednesday, July 13, 2022.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, abstentions? Catherine?
I'm going to abstain
Okay. I haven't had.
because I can't view the minutes, but if we,
Okay, well, what we can do is we
can
can
you
tell you.
pass it without me?
Well,
'Cause there's-
yes, we did. And so what I'll do is, to the persons that were not present, I'll let you know before we take a vote. Okay?
Okay.
So the next meeting minutes are from July 27th of last year. Members that were absent that evening were Michelle Koros and Catherine Nordberg. Now,
We're abstaining.
just wait, your turn. I reviewed these and I did have a couple of minor corrections on page 2. It's about less than, almost halfway down the page where it begins Caleb Moody. It says ask, it should be asked, past tense.
Good to know.
And
Duly
then,
noted.
okay, thank you. And then on page 3, where it says Tom Fallon, it says Thomas Fallon made a motion to issue a waiver. The waiver is spelled wrong. It should be WAIVER. And aside from those corrections, I had nothing else to comment on. Any other comments? There being none, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of July 27 of 2022?
I make a motion, we accept the meeting minutes of July 27, 2022 as amended.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Abstain.
Abstain.
Okay, and Megan, you were present, and do you approve them?
I abstain.
She's abstaining.
Okay, all right,
I'm
that's fine.
abstaining from all of these unless you tell me before the vote that you need me to vote on it in order to pass it, and then I will
right.
reconsider potentially.
I understand, thank you.
Okay.
The next meeting minutes are from August 10th of 2022. We actually had a full house that day. So I reviewed these and I did have some corrections. They mostly had to do with capitalizing names. So for example, Turning Point Engineering, since it's a company name, capital T, capital P, capital E. There, in that same line, this is on page 2, the line beginning Travis Brown. So the name of the company needs to be properly capitalized, In addition, there's reference to Tony Elifato of Mira Company. It should be Mirra, not Mirror. And then going down a little bit, halfway down, the line begins Jerry Savory from Topper Lane Survey. That should be capitalized. Near the bottom of page 2, Travis Brown from Turning Point Engineering. That again should be capitalized. On page 3, halfway down, the line beginning Colin Novick from the Greater Worcester Land Trust. The land trust should be capitalized. Near the bottom of page 3, the 2 Commerce Drive, Travis Brown from Turning Point Engineering again should be capitalized. Aside from those changes, I have no other changes.
We're just going to capitals on the last page.
Yep.
23 Brook Street, lowercase b. 23 Brook Street.
Okay, great. Thank you. Any other changes? There being none, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of August 10, 2022 as amended?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain?
Abstain, Megan, abstain.
Okay, thank you. Okay, the next meeting minutes are from August 24th, 2022. Members that were absent that evening were Catherine and Megan. I reviewed these. I found nothing that required any changes. Anything, Tom?
Nope.
Okay, does anyone have any comments about the meeting minutes for August 24th of 2022? There being none, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of August 24th, 2022?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, abstentions?
Abstain.
Catherine and Megan.
Megan,
Okay,
Megan abstain. Yeah.
thank you. The next meeting minutes are from Wednesday, September 14th of 2022. Absent members that evening were Catherine and Patrick. I reviewed these meeting minutes and I had no changes to make.
I'm just gonna point out that I made a lot of these meetings. I just need to point that out,
Okay,
just real quick.
duly noted.
Okay.
Okay, so any changes, anyone?
No.
Is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of September 14th of 2022?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
You could because you were there.
I was here.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions?
Abstain.
Catherine and
Megan abstain.
Megan too. Okay. You can't. Megan.
Okay, yay, I approve.
Copy these to her? Can we photocopy it and
Why don't we do
send
this?
it to her?
Why don't we hold these until our next meeting?
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna defer action on the meeting minutes to our 6/14 meeting.
Okay.
The next meeting minutes I have are for October 12th of 2022. And actually, everyone was in attendance that evening. So I reviewed these. I have one change to make. On page 2, the line that begins Scott Morrison from Ecotech. Ecotech is spelled capital ECO, capital TEC. So just a spelling change. Otherwise, I had no changes to the meeting minutes. Does anyone have any changes? There being none, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of October 12, 2022 as amended?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? Megan?
Megan abstain.
Okay, very good. The next set of amendments we have is from Wednesday, October 26th of 2022. I think the only change I had was near the bottom of page 1, where it says Catherine Nordberg remotely joins the meeting via webcam. That was actually referred to above, so I thought it was redundant. I think that can come out.
And I don't think I was here for that one, right?
Those members absent were Patrick and also you, that's correct. Aside from,
So if she's not voting, then I don't think we can vote on this one.
let's see, yes, we can, because
Okay.
Catherine was participating remotely.
Ah,
So we'd have
Sweet.
4. So, so anyway, does anyone have any other corrections to the meeting minutes of October 26th?
Nope.
Okay.
Good.
There being none, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of October 26th, 2022 as amended?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Abstain?
Abstain.
Okay, and also Megan will abstain too. Okay, but that's a vote, that's
Yes.
approved. And then I believe our last meeting minutes for tonight's hearing was for the hearing on November 16th of 2022. The only member absent that evening was Chris Carey. I reviewed these and I had no changes to make. Okay. If there are no changes, is there a motion to accept the meeting minutes of November 16th of 2022?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions?
Abstain, Megan.
Wasn't here, so abstention.
Okay, yes. Okay. All right. The only other new business really to discuss is that I did send a letter to Paul McManus at Ecotech regarding our request that they do a survey of the BSC project or filing for 369 Southbridge Street to see if they can come up with ways to increase wetland habitat there. And I spoke.
Pond project?
Say again?
Is that the pond project?
Yes. I spoke to Mr. McManus today. Yeah, I guess he's been out of the office for a while. He had actually delegated it to someone in his office, but I will follow up with Mr. McManus before our next meeting on June 14th. And that's all I have. Is there any other new business?
I wanted to ask you guys, I got an email from DPW, and they were talking about, they want to do small projects along Waterman Road and Warren Road. Printed out a map showing kind of the scope of it,
Okay.
but it's just removal of some saplings within 5 to 8 feet of the road, and then creating a shelf for people to walk on. And they were wondering if that needs a full NOI filing, or if that could be considered incidental to just normal roadway maintenance.
I would suggest they file a request for determination
Okay. Yeah.
now, and then that way we can get more details. about the
Yeah.
project.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after the.
We're already-
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Is anything though? I didn't see how. The space.
Is that-
Yeah, the sewer
Yeah.
pump.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Sounds.
If there's nothing else, is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Is there a
Second.
All right.
That's great. Thanks, Tom.
All
right.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, it's a vote. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming in.